All right, time for an update on our bridge. We've had a lot of water under the bridge, no pun intended. Take a look at this picture right here from just a couple weeks ago when we had a flood through here. So the bridge held through the flood. Hunter and I was putting some decking on the top. We cut this on our sawmill, 2.5 inch thick white oak, screwed it down with some 6-inch screws. We're about 2/3 of the way over. And before we finished it up on the decking, I kind of want to show you some of the construction and a couple of things we went through on our ramps. So this is kind of what it looks like, and you go, well, that's pretty tall, but if you look from that picture from the flood, you'll see why this section is tall as it is, because we knew that it was coming and we wanted the main bridge out of the water. Here's a picture from when there was no flood. This is when it was dry. It's approximately 7 or 8 feet down there to the bottom of the creek, flowing water today. So Hunter, move over here with me. I'm going to show them a little bit of construction and talk about what a little bit of stuff we did on our ramps. Now, our first video, you saw how we put our pylons in. We're about 7 feet down in the creek bed. We got an 8x8 on top, 4x12 pine treated, sitting on top of that, and 2 12-inch steel beams right where your tires will run. That's kind of where I believe we stopped on the previous video. Of course, didn't have decking on it. And then we came in behind it and built the ramps. Now the surprise thing here is that we had some 8-foot 6x6s we were going to drive in the ground, and we quickly found out 8 foot wasn't long enough. They just never hit solid ground. So I had to go buy some 16-foot 6x6s, and believe it or not, the middle support and the end support right here, these 8x8s, or this is 8x8, that's 4x12 actually, but it's sitting on top of those 6x6s, and here's the believe it or not part, 14 feet in the ground. So we pounded 6x6s, 16 feet tall, 14 feet in the ground, cut them off laser level, 8x8, and put our 4x12s on it. Once again, we used our Dan user hammer to pound them in, and then when I got ready to do the decking, you might can tell this has been on here a little while. This is some butyl tape on top of these 4x12s, and the purpose of the butyl tape is the place where rot occurs is on top of your joist. And so the water gets trapped underneath your decking and sits on top of your joist, and that's where your rot occurs. So if you'll use butyl tape, then it can't get water into it, and it'll make your joist last that much longer. So this entire bridge has been made out of treated material, except for the white oak. This is green white oak, and short reason for the white oak is, look it up, white oak is naturally rot resistant. And what we're going to do is let it dry for a while, and then we're going to put a sealer on it of sorts. We hadn't decided exactly what we're going to put on it, but we're going to put a good oil-based sealer on it to protect that part too, and probably spray the rest of this. So that has been our bridge. We certainly found out our road to nowhere needs some more work. I'm sitting in the off ramp. We got work to do here. But we just wanted to do an update and kind of give you an idea what we did on the ramp sections of the bridge. And appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you subscribe and like. Check out our new website, Hunter Works Outdoors. We got products available there now, so check that out. We appreciate you as always.